if you're under 21 years old and you're just getting into running your first business, have a little listen. I am 21 years old now. Since 16, I've been running and trying multiple different businesses. All up, it's been about 7 businesses. And then I only made my first dollar, I think, maybe 3 years ago. So my first profitable dollar after 7 businesses, and that was on my latest business model now. And when picking, there's so much fluff out there that you need to just avoid. Like, I mean, if you look at the social media right now, the top ones are kind of day trading, drop shipping, crypto, social media marketing, things like that. And like, the thing is, all business models work. Like, there is some sort of success, whether it's high or low. It's the success everywhere, but it's about choosing the one that's right for you, not just what's the popular thing going right now. Because a lot of the popular ones that are kind of trending and in the moment, a lot of them are driven by creators who benefit off the back end of promoting that so-called business model. So that's the thing, you have to be wary of that. So when starting a business, like now I'm running a video editing agency, and before that, I'll go through the list. So before that, it was the first kind of somewhat of a business was clothing reselling, buying and selling clothing. Second one was drop shipping, then affiliate marketing, and then that's 3. And then there was NFT trading, and that personal branding, and then social media management, and then now video editing. So from all that, I kind of bounced around from thing to thing and couldn't really get anything going because I was bouncing around. And especially if you're young, and like, this is for people more or less under 21 years old, most people do not have that valuable skills. Like, before I've been full-time in business 3 years now, and before that I was just scrubbing dishes for minimum wage. The whole reason why is because my skill set wasn't that valuable. The value of it was minimum wage. So all I had to do was increase my skill set to make it more value so I can get paid more, and then that allowed me to go full-time. So with that, if I was to pick again, I would try my best to avoid all of the kind of flashy business models, where all the popular ones, because yes, they may work, but to what degree? How truthful are they? Because I mean, if you look at a lot of the people who are showing off the wads of cash or Lamborghinis and Rolexes and all that shit, it's to sell a dream to young people and to make it easier than you think. Like, you can achieve this in 6 months if you lock in. It's like, shut up. You actually have to work and change as a person as well. It's not just a matter of clicking a few buttons and you're rich. So with this, if I was starting out, I would first look at what I'm good at. And then for myself, before the video editing business, it was, what was I good at? It was kind of 2 avenues. It was video editing or fitness/boxing. I was posting personal branding videos, and that allowed me to learn the skill of editing, or at least get into it. And then the other side of it, I've been going to the gym since 11 years old, and then boxing since 14. So it's like kind of personal training, fitness influencer route I don't really want to go down. So it's picking what you're good at. And then for me, that was video editing. You have to look at the scalability factor of it as well. And for video editing, you can scale it fairly high. And there's also the type of business model as well, if it's product versus service. Now, for people our age, or kind of, I don't know, maybe 14 to 21, a lot of us do not have any money. So choosing a product business, or just a business in general, that requires a lot of startup money and a lot of consistent spend into the business, isn't really going to help you. Because I started a dropshipping business, and then for that, although it didn't require that much money up front, I didn't have any cash flow. And then there was nothing. I had $600, and then once that was gone, that was gone. I couldn't make any money. I couldn't operate the business. So for that, it's a matter of, either if you've got savings, great, that buys you time. But then when that time runs out, or the cash, or your savings runs out, you're stuck. So a lot of it is just getting a job, and then doing the hard jobs at a minimum wage, and then at least that gives you some sort of cash flow. But then once you've kind of got that, you look at the business model and it's either product or service. With a product business, there's a lot of expenses that go into it, and literally just to maintain and get it up and running, compared to, I'm obviously biased here, but video editing or the service business, a lot of service businesses, the main cost is your time. And then for people like us, we're pretty time heavy in most cases. So if I was starting out, I'll go down the business route or the service business route again, 100%, because you're not really going to run out of money. Like, I think I'm running at about 80% margins, 85% margins with my video editing agency. And for businesses as a whole, that's pretty good. But then obviously the larger businesses, they sacrifice margin for scale, but that's a whole nother story. But so if you're looking into it, it's more what are you good at, and then what are you interested in as well. That's a big one, because like for video editing, I wouldn't say it's my passion. I somewhat enjoy it, but it's I consider myself a fairly creative person, and that enables me. So it's not something that I just dread to do, which is a big thing, because I think it was Tom Nosky that said this, and he was saying that the person who loves their business or their job is going to outwork the person 100 times over the person who hates it. And it's like, it's true, because they're just going to beat you every single time, because they're dying to get to their desk or whatever they're doing for work and just get into it, compared to the other person is dreading it and they fucking hate it and they don't want to do it. So it's finding something that you don't hate, which is a big one. I mean, I've got a mate who runs a cleaning business, and he hates obviously the cleaning aspect of it, but he enjoys the business aspect of it. And then because there's a lot of marketing and sales and kind of things like that to just get him up and running. So things like that, it's finding things you can enjoy throughout the process, not just something you hate. For the product side, that's not me cancelling it out. Like, obviously it still does very well, but you want to kind of play to your advantages. If you're time heavy, go into the services business, because you've got so much time. And a lot of that is just learning the skills. Like, I'm mentoring one guy right now from just like a school. He's a school student and he's getting into video editing, and just helping him out. And he's kind of the beginner level of video editing, obviously more knowledge than people that have never done it before, but it's still early days. And a big thing I'm talking to him about is literally just developing the skill, because at the end of the day, your skills is your money, or is your value, and is what people pay you for. So just becoming one of the best is a big plus. So since like for myself, when I was learning video editing, I would just go to this university library, never went to uni, but went to this university library, and would work from 8 till 5 and just either be working and developing the skill, doing outreach or / marketing, just to actually reach out to people and try get some business, and then kind of, I don't know, I guess wrapping up a business and kind of packaging it. But a lot of that time was just spent developing the skill. So I think for services businesses, if you really want to pick something that's very low cost, so for myself to also develop that skill was literally free, because all I had to do was open up my laptop. I could film content of myself, practice that. I could take YouTube videos and podcasts, edit that from online. So it's the cost to do that is extremely low compared to, let's say, you've got some floor appliance business. I've seen people do these kind of marble garage floors and they look really cool, but the cost to that to get up and running and learn that skill is pretty high. Like, if you're messing up a ton, that's going to cost you. Compared to video editing, what does it cost me? I just restart or continue trying. So these are all things to weigh up. But I don't think there's one right path. Like, I just hate the trending businesses idea where this is the best business model to start in 2026. Like, it means nothing. So I think definitely, like, just evaluate it. Think, what are you good at? What's cheap? Or depending on your financial situation, what's accessible to do, and what can you do for maybe a year where if it all goes to shit, you're not in the hole financially, or that you can continue doing it for a year. And then also, what do you enjoy for the fourth thing? So from that, it's literally just a matter of having a little look around and thinking about it, and then just executing, because it's so easy to sit there and just think about what the best business model is, and then you kind of 2 months go by and you've done fuck all because you're just thinking about it. So like for myself, I've tried 7 different businesses over the past 5 years now, and the video editing agency, that is the one that's actually been profitable and made a proper dollar. So it takes time. So what I'm saying is, the one you choose now probably won't be the one you do for the next 5 years or so, but that's fine because you can learn from it and take new things from it. So these are all things to keep in mind, but the main thing is just choosing and starting rather than procrastinating. But yeah, hopefully that helps anyone. I think the main goal for these videos is just to help my 16-year-old self with getting into business and just kind of managing, I guess, the entrepreneurial world. But yeah, hopefully that helps, and have a good one.